Alright guys, this is part 2 to Wings of Fire Tribe Tutorials. Today I'm going to... You know what? Today I'm going to be doing IceWings. I'm going to use this pose, Burn, from the Wings of Fire coloring book. Yeah. Now, if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that I always start off the drawings that I make with these blobby shapes. These help me get the proportions as close to what I want as possible. You can do this step or the sketchy version that I see a lot of other artists use. It's whatever you find easier. Next is step 2, my outline or second sketch. Sometimes if I'm really confident I can skip this step in my drawings, but I did it here to make things easier on myself and to show y'all. This is the stage where you give your shape some of its outlines and start to figure out the placement of the eyes and the facial features, as well as getting a better idea of how the line art will look and how the basic features and build of the dragon will tie together. This is also the stage where you start to see the features that will define your dragon as the type you're trying to draw, and in this case, IceWings. Some important features to remember are that IceWings are very sleek featured dragons, with their smooth bodies and very sharp points. You have to keep in mind their most dominant features, like their narrow, smooth heads, sharp horns, strong shoulders, long tails, and of course the spikes on their neck and tail. Next is stage 3, the basic line art. In this stage, I'm mostly just tracing over the shape with some cleaner and neater lines. I also added the spikes along the spine, on the neck, and at the end of the tail. As well as that, in this stage I start adding just slightly more detail on what I already had. This just makes everything look a little neater. In this stage I try to pay more attention to the thickness of the lines that I'm using because this will be a part of the finished product. The next stage is stage 4, scale details. This is the stage where I add all the details and the markings on the body. IceWings have layered scales like diamonds on their forehead, and the lowest one extends down their snout to between their nostrils. When it comes to the neck, IceWings have 4 rows of triangle scales going down their neck that are tight and fit together nicely at the base of their neck, and are more loose and scattered near their head. Their tail is different, as it only has 2 rows of scale, and unlike other tribes, doesn't have a clear line from where their main body meets the underbelly. When it comes to their arms, IceWings have sharp triangle scales on their lower arms, and while their shoulders and thighs barely have any markings. Anyways, hope that was helpful. Have fun drawing y'all's OCs.